What is going on, my family? Your boy Demetrius is back with another Tekken 8 video. Before we get into the main topic of the video, I do want to update y'all on a couple of things that also involves Tekken 8 and Tekken. First of all, I would like to say it was brought to my attention by a loyal subscriber about Tekken 6 that is out. I think it's like a PSP version of Tekken 6, and you know, this particular subscriber basically gave me the laydown of how the game was, and I appreciate that. But I also told him that, you know, Tekken 6 is not one of my favorite Tekken games. And I know I've said that a few times in the past. Like, you know, the last video that I did, I ranked Tekken 6 very low. So Tekken 6 is just not one of my favorite Tekken games. So even though Tekken 6 is out, I really, truly, honestly don't even care. I also heard it's not even going to have the scenario campaign, so that's a big fuck up right there. So that's not even on my radar to even check out if it doesn't have one of the greatest modes that they ever had in Tekken. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So, you know, in the near future, I'm hoping they'll bring Tekken 5 back, a complete reversion of Tekken 5 in the near future, probably a few years from now. But shout out to that subscriber that let me know about that. Also, too, when it comes to the Tekken 8 beta, it doesn't look like your boy got a code. The same thing that happened with the CNT. I didn't get a code. I've checked my email. I've checked Twitter. And it doesn't look like I've got one. So it's just going to have to be one of those things. I'm just going to have to wait until the original version comes out. Because I don't like relying on shit like this. This whole beta shit, man, fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? I'll just wait for the full game to come out. But for those of you that did get a code, you know, congratulations, and I hope y'all have fun with the beta. But once again, I'm going to have to sit another Tekken 8 beta out because they just didn't want to give me a code. So, you know, like I said, it is what it is. I'll just wait for the original version to come out. Ain't no big thing. That's just more months that I have with Tekken 7 and that I have with Eddie. So that's just how I have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, I'm still hoping Eddie shows up in the base roster, but the clock is ticking. We'll never know. But getting into the main topic of Tekken 8, we are going to talk about the playing modes of Tekken 8. And there are a lot of playing modes when it comes to Tekken 8. They've been well documented. I've talked about them in previous videos. But in this video here, basically from a tweet that I got from Tekken Gamer, asking people what is the first mode that you plan on jumping into. And like I said, Tekken 8 has a lot of them. It's a lot of modes. The arcade quests, of course you got the ranking mode, you've got the story mode, then you have the character chapters. I'm not sure if that's going to be separate from the story mode. The way they're promoting it, it sounds like it's going to be separate, but we'll have to see about that. Then you got the interesting ghost battle, which I'm going to get into. The ghost battle is very, very interesting because the thing about it is, from a content creator standpoint, I wonder how the ghost battle would work when it comes to content. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just thinking about it. Like, say, for instance, if Shadow made a ghost and you can do some type of tutorial content on, you know, getting better versus Shadow's playstyle ghost or some shit like that. So, but like I said, the ghost battle is very, very intriguing, especially from a content creator standpoint. So, you know, at first I was kind of like, ghost battle, great idea. But then I start to think about it, you know, all the possibilities that could actually come out of that ghost battle. So that's one. Then, of course, you know, the Tekken Ball mode. And then, of course, the Tekken Force Mode. Now, like I said, it may not be called Tekken Force, but the concept is there and it is going to be in the game. So, like, that's a handful of modes right there when it comes to Tekken 8. Handful of modes to choose from. A lot of people are going to be having fun with these different types of modes. And basically what I'm going to do first, I'm going to share on the mode that I'm going to enjoy first. The mode that I'm going to absolutely try first. Now, at first, to be all the way real with y'all, I was going to say Tekken Force Mode, but you got to really think about it. A mode like Tekken Force, you got to play the story mode first. And I think I'm going to start with the story mode. So the story mode is going to be my first thing. The reason why I say that is because if you go back to Tekken 3 and Tekken 4, when they had the Tekken Force Mode, we always view the story and the character endings and all of that before we jumped into that mode. It's just something about that particular mode. You gotta view the story first, or you have to view character endings and all of that first. And then on top of that, they still might have some type of incorporation of the Tekken Force Mode inside of the story. I'm actually looking for that. It should be in there. It would make total sense from what they've shown. So I am going to choose the story mode first. And then after that, that's when I'm going to go into the Tekken Force Mode. But of course, y'all already know I'm a competitive player. So I'm also going to be spending a lot of time in the practice mode as well. Getting my character ready, which is probably going to be Leroy. Hopefully it's Eddie, you know. So I'm going to be in the practice mode a lot too. Now, I do want to say, even though I'm saying I'm choosing practice mode first, then Tekken Force Mode, because that's just really the only sensible thing to do. You know, like just going into Tekken Force Mode and just not viewing the story, that would be kind of like, well, it'd be kind of bland. So, yeah. So I'm definitely going to jump into the story mode first. Whenever Tekken 8 comes out, I do expect Tekken 8 to have a good story. When it comes to these fighting game story modes, I never look at for a fighting game story mode to be perfect. I just want it to be sensible. I just want it to make sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be totally perfect, but I just want it to make sense, and I want it to be lengthy. I want it to actually show us plot twists and all that fucking shit. I want thrill. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of think the way Tekken 8 is showing up, Tekken 8 is going to give us some thrill. It's going to make us wonder, like, damn, what's going to happen next? I think Tekken 8 is going to have that kind of story. You know what I'm saying? Because let's just keep it real. Tekken 7 had a good story mode. The only thing I didn't like about Tekken 7 story mode was they was trying to keep that reporter dude so fucking secretive. Like, why was he such a mystery? You know what I'm saying? I did not understand that. That was the only thing about Tekken 7 story mode that I didn't like, is that the reporter, like, showed this guy's face. They only showed his mouth. I'm like, nah, they tripping with that one. But other than that, Tekken 7 story mode was pretty cool. You know, the story was cool. Everything did make sense. So Tekken 8 is looking pretty good as far as the story mode. So that's what I'm going to jump in first. And for those of y'all that thinking like, well, Demetrius, why not? Why go ahead and just go into Tekken Force Mode if they have the actual mode by itself? Well, because it's not like the Tekken Ball mode. Like the Tekken Ball mode, you can just go in and just start playing. You feel what I'm saying? You can go in and just flap the ball around. Or if Tekken 8 has a survival mode, you can just go into that. But like with the Tekken Force Mode, I was always like, nah, you know, I gotta beat the game a few times, unlock some shit, and then go into it. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's going to be the story mode for me first, then Tekken Force Mode, in that order, you know, because it's kind of like, they kind of like together in a way. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, with the Tekken Force Mode, I hope it's lengthy. I hope it's depth. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. Like I said, the story mode, I've said this before in a previous video. I still think Jin Kazama is going to lose the battle versus Kazuya. I think that's going to be very dramatic. Now, a lot of people are talking about, well, you know, Jin is going to die. I'm like, no, I'm not about to dwell on that shit. We not doing that fucking multiverse shit over here. So there's not going to be no deaths until possibly the end, which I don't think it's going to happen. It kind of looks like they're going to drag it out a few more Tekkens, because they say it's a new saga. A saga is multiple episodes, so the road ain't gonna stop here. So it's gonna be very, very interesting to see what they got going on with Tekken 8. So the story is going to be what I'm gonna shoot for first. Now, before I flip the question on y'all, I do want to talk about a couple of other things. Once again, I want to go back to the Ghost Battle system. And one of the things about it, one of the things that I was also thinking of when it comes to the Ghost Battle system, why I think that this could be very interesting, is like with the Ghost Battle system, one of the things about it, like from a content creator standpoint, when we do tutorial videos, one of the things that we have to do, and we always have to keep redoing sometimes because we do mess up when we make a tutorial video or something like that, is the whole motion recording. Like that motion recording shit when people do tutorial videos, it's frustrating. And y'all can tell in a YouTuber's video how frustrating a motion recording video is. I was thinking like with the Tekken Ghost battle, we don't have to do all that. We don't have to do all that motion recording and all of that super explaining because we're all doing it ourselves. Now with the Tekken battle system, we can get someone's ghost. We can just put it on the screen and we can talk and just explain what they're doing with the particular character that they have. And it'll just be so much easier. We can just explain it right then and there without having to use all of that motion recording. So when it comes to the ghost battle, if it's constructed that way, when it comes to tutorial teachings, the ghost battle would definitely be a plus because like I said before, we don't have to do all of that extra shit. It cuts the work in half from a tutorial standpoint and it'll be easier to understand. It'll be very quick also. It'll be very quick. Like say whoever is choosing Brian Fury, I can just sit here and be like, bam, you see what he just did right there? You punish this with such and such, you do this, you do that, without having going to the motion menu and all that and putting all the activation shit in there. You feel what I'm saying? So that was a lot of frustrating work. So now we can do a very quick and a very interactive tutorial video. I mean, they've always been interactive. Now they're even more interactive because we're actually having someone's ghost, someone that's actually executing something. So when it comes to tutorial teachings, man, the ghost battle, man, that's gonna be some interesting shit right there. And I just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, if it's constructed that way, man, that's gonna be some good shit right there. But another thing, I was also thinking about some funny shit though. I was just thinking about what if somebody actually did a video being like, hey, I'm fighting Shadow's ghost just for entertainment purposes. I wouldn't do no shit like that because that's not satisfaction. But yeah, I hope people don't do no shit like that. If you a content creator, please don't do no silly shit like that. Try to put Shadow's ghost in your video and try to convince people that it's Shadow. Please don't do no silly shit like that. You gonna have some motherfuckers out there that's gonna do some silly ass shit like that. But yeah, but when it comes to tutorial teachings, man, the ghost battle gonna be A1. That's gonna be some good ass shit right there. So now I'm just gonna flip the question back on y'all. When y'all get your hands on Tekken 8, well, not including the beta because I don't think the beta is gonna have all the modes. But when y'all get a hold of the main version of the game, what mode are y'all going to go to first? Let me know in the comment section below. Put y'all thoughts and y'all feelings down there, you know, and y'all can explain what mode y'all gonna choose first and what mode are y'all gonna enjoy, or which mode are y'all gonna spend the most time with when it comes to Tekken 8. Y'all can go ahead and put that in the comment section and let me know. We can get a conversation started. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to your boy for the hottest Tekken 8 and Tekken 7 action on the internet, period. As I keep on saying, ain't nobody doing it like I'm doing it when it comes to this Tekken shit, and that is facts. My name is Demetrius, aka C Money. I will get back at y'all in the next video. God bless, stay safe, get ready for the next battle. I am out. Peace.